Howdy, y'all. I am Adam the Renaissance Nerd, and today I am coming to you to talk about the latest Halo trailer that dropped last night. We are just a couple of short weeks away from this show debuting on Paramount Plus, and I predict it's going to be a complete and utter disaster because as we're going to go through this trailer now, and we're going to talk about it in a Bounding into Comics article that touches on things that I saw in this trailer, this show is not made for fans. This show is not made with any hope of engaging fans. It is made to be a narrative agenda for people who believe in their SJW woke identitarian intersectional ideologies. That's what this is about. This isn't a show for fans. It's not here to please fans or get fans excited. So let's get into this trailer, and you're going to notice a lot of little things here. I'm going to point them out. We're going to go through it. I'm going to stop it. Fair use, transformative. So let's have a look at the trailer. Window. All right, here we go. Let's make it full screen. There we go. I'm a good little size there. Tiny little me there. All right, let's go.
There's something out there. Just beyond our reach.
All right, right away. Failure. They continue the failure. This is the trend I'm seeing in all these trailers lately. The music. The music in a trailer is supposed to pull you in, get you engaged, not distract you, not create a different emotional feeling. But then again, these people aren't trying to engage fans. They're trying to engage morons.
It's like opening your eyes for the first time.
I mean, this feels. What are we doing here? We are seeing nothing that feels like Halo. We saw Master Chief for half a second, and behold, that's the trend in this trailer. Master Chief in it for half a second, and at the very end, a decent chunk. Not a decent chunk. A moment. But watch. We're going to see what this trailer, what this trailer heavily focuses on. It's not the Master Chief. It isn't at all. I mean, maybe this is a young Master Chief. But remember, as we're going to talk about after we're done going with the trailer, they're changing the Master Chief's backstory.
After living in the dark.
Dun! There's that thing. Dun! But it's not followed up by something to get you into. Dun!
Your rage blinds you.
Your rage blinds you. And here is our real protagonist. This is going to be our real protagonist, young Asian teenage women. And here begins the trend of this entire trailer. Women. And men acting like women. The women acting like men acting like women. Let's keep going.
Rage is all I have left.
Rage is all I have left. That sounds... Okay, isn't that kind of what the male protagonist would say in a story where you've just watched your life destroyed? It's the male that's supposed to have the rage, not a shaved head SJW teenage woman of diverse nature. I don't care. I'm going to say it. It's the truth. Put in here for diversity. Not because we're here to tell a good story. Not because it may make sense or not. Diversity.
The Covenant will not stop.
The Covenant will not stop.
What else are you willing to sacrifice?
Everything.
What are you willing to sacrifice? Everything. Here we go. Women acting like men acting like women. Here's a big hulk of a man talking like a woman. What are you going to sacrifice? And here comes your strong woman. I'm willing to sacrifice everything. That's what we get here. This intersectional feminism all over the place. Women acting like men acting like women. Reversing the roles. It's a very simple equation that they don't realize just ruins the storytelling. I'm not against strong women, but when you have it done to make the men look weak, that's where you get it wrong. They did it in Wheel of Time. They're going to do it in Lord of the Rings, and they're doing it right here in front of you. Oh, and they do it in Star Wars too.
point in saving humanity if we're gonna give up our own?
Oh, there we go. Okay, there we had strong, I'm going to sacrifice everything women, and here comes I'm a moral woman. Again, notice, the past 30 seconds, 30 to 40 seconds, women center stage on every screen. Men sort of there on the side, and when they are there, they're looking like weak women. They're not looking like men. They're looking like weak women, behaving like weak women, sounding like weak women. Do you feel the energy of this trailer, what they're pushing? And this music, again, it's depressing. It's boring. It's not driving you. This should be Master Chief, Master Chief. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. This should be the Master Chief mowing through Covenant, mowing through Flood. We don't see Flood anywhere in this. We don't even know if the Flood's even going to be in this. We're going to get to that in a minute. This continues to be boring, and you're doing nothing to engage actual Halo fans.
I'm interested in finding a way to be less reliant on Dr. Halsey moving forward.
Oh, look, here comes political intrigue whammon. There we go. Whammon, 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 whammon. Where are the men in this? The men are ancillary. The men are not important. The women are in control. Look, I'm powerful, intrigue-driven whammon. I'm the one who's pulling the levers of power. We're now going to try and get rid of her because she's willing to sacrifice everything whammon. And moral whammon is going to be torn between supporting each different way. Oh, my God!
The truth could bring us all down.
Oh, we get a moment of some Spartans.
There is something within us. Something sacred.
Okay, here we have some faceless male talking like a woman. Like a woman. I'm sorry, but this is a game built on testosterone. A game built on, a franchise built on mowing down enemies, and the women are talking like men, and the men are going, there's something sacred. What is this? This is boring. This is not engaging. I'm not going to enjoy watching this. I already know it.
Something worth protecting.
Something worth protecting. Again, that's woman speak. The men will protect, but the women are supposed to be given what is worth protecting speeches. Not, I mean, at least that's how it generally goes in these situations. Dum, dum, dum. Again, moments, beats that are not blending well with the lame soundtrack you've overlaid on this. Oh, here are more whammon stuff. We are 1 minute and 34 seconds in here, and we haven't really seen the Master Chief at all. It's a 2 minute and 15-second trailer. Where is the Master Chief, our real hero? Oh, there he is. You sort of see him in the buggy. You sort of see him in the buggy. And there's some other. There he is running towards something. Oh, here's Evil Whammon. She's not really represented in this one. There should have been more Evil Whammon. I am feeling that she's been disrespected. Disrespected Evil Whammon. Finally, the Master Chief arrives, doing what the Master Chief should be doing. Big ass gun, mowing crap down, but enjoy it while you can because now he's gone again. Here's a Covenant Elder, or what are they called? I don't remember what they're called. Oh, here's Master Chief again, half second. And here's somebody actually, here's a male actually looking like a strong male, but again, half a second. Half a second. You don't get to lock on it. They're not center screen. The women get all the dialogue in this. You notice the women get all the dialogue, all the framing, all the narrative stuff that makes you kind of get a glimpse of maybe what this story's going to be about. Nothing for the men. And this is a story about one man and his mission. Oh.
Silver team, on me.
Oh, here we go. Master Chief finally. Silver Team from the Silver Timeline. His inclusive and more diverse Spartans. And frankly, the show should have, if they were going to go an alternate reality, the show should have just been about the Master Chief. And as we flip the camera around, yes, I've already watched the trailer. As we flip it around, the Master Chief and his Spartan team, the other three. See up there. That's who this should have been about. It should have been about the Master Chief and his team. All these other characters should have been ancillary. They should have been ancillary. They should have minimal roles. It should be about the Master Chief, but it's not. It's not. They got one thing right here. One thing right. This. They must have watched my video. They must have watched all the videos that commented, because I remember, you can go back in time, I said, where was the choral chanting? Where was the choral chanting? Well, here it is, finally. Too little, too late, though, because as we know, this is not made for actual fans. Because here, bounding at the comments, Spencer Cooley going to drill right in on what I've been talking about. Halo TV series to completely change Master Chief's character, focus on Quan Ah for human perspective. What? Why? I don't know. Hot off the heels of a controversial announcement that the series protagonist will be unmasked for his upcoming Paramount Plus debut, the Halo TV series has revealed that not only will their version of Master Chief be a near completely different version of the iconic character, but that the heavily advertised teenage female diverse lead of Quan Ah will be a focus of the series as she provides a human perspective on the story. This one paragraph, Spencer McCooley shows us that this is not made for the fans. You are not going to endear fans when you change the character they've loved for 20 years. People have wanted to see the Master Chief. This story should be about the Master Chief fighting through Covenant, fighting through Flood to save the world, the galaxy. Take your pick of the moment. If you made this for the fans, that's who this would be about. It wouldn't be about strong, diverse, teenage female women who's going to teach the Master Chief important lessons about life. When we learn that how he comes to deal with his new background story that isn't like what they knew. Again, when you change a character's background that has been in stone for 20 years through video games and novelizations, you're not going to endear yourself to the fans. You're not. Fans are the lifeblood of everything. Without us, without our support, you have nothing. Take those off. You're not going to find success without us. And this spits in the fans' eye. And Halo fans are legion. Literally, legion. Millions. Millions upon millions of copies of these games have sold for 20 years. And granted, people don't love all the games, but there's one thing they do love. They love their Master Chief. They don't want to see his helmet taken off. They don't want his background changed. They don't want him being taught life lessons by a diverse teenage woman. At the onset interview, Kiki Wolfkill, who's in charge of this Halo crap, explained the silver timeline. This is them justifying it. It's okay, and it's our opportunity to make changes to the franchise's continuity and lore. They are admitting it. They want to change what you love. They want to change what people enjoy to fit their narrative and agenda. This isn't about telling the Halo story. This isn't about giving people a fun romp with the Master Chief, where the Master Chief should just be kicking ass left and right. That's all this should be. That's all this should be. Very easy story to tell. Low-hanging fruit, first Halo game. Boom, you have it. Sometimes it's even just a perspective to change, talking about what they do. In order to really go deep into the arcs, we would need to make changes. Sometimes it's just even just a perspective change. Sometimes it was something you just didn't get a view on from the game or even the books. We knew we need to let that story breathe on its own. No. This is a very simple equation here. A or B, yes or no, black and white choice, good or bad choice. If this was in the game, should it be there? Yes. If it's not in the game, should it be there? No. Very easy choice. Very easy answer. If it's not in the game, it shouldn't be there. If it's in the game, you got to make changes to make it sort of work a little differently. Yeah, you can make it close to the game if it happened. But if it's not in the game, it shouldn't be there because that's not what people have enjoyed, say it again, for 20 years. Very simple. Very simple. At the end of the day, it comes down to being able to make a moment-to-moment decisions. Every day there were decisions made about, do we do something exactly as I've done in the game, or are there good reasons to do it differently? And if so, how do we keep it true to the spirit of Halo? None of this is going to be true to the spirit of Halo. And again, they admit it. Should we keep it from the game? Again, simple answer. In the game, keep it. Not in the game, shouldn't be there. Very simple. This is going to be a disaster. If it's going to focus on strong, diverse teenage women instead of our true hero, the Master Chief, this is not what we're going to sign up for. Now, I'm going to review this. I'll review it. And people are going to check in. They're going to check in. They're going to watch the first episode. It's going to probably get great numbers. But then, when the hardcore fan base, who you should be making this for, but you're not, when the hardcore fan base gets maybe 3 minutes of Master Chief screen time in the first episode, it's going to be funny to see how many minutes the Master Chief is actually on the screen in the first episode. And I'm talking Master Chief, not Kid Master Chief in flashbacks. They're going to check out. When the Master Chief isn't there, they're going to check out. They're going to come to my channel, other channels like mine, when we break this stuff down. That's where they're going to come back to us. And they're going to watch us, and they're not going to watch the show. And the show will be a failure. I have no sympathy for Paramount Plus because they never intended to make this for the fans. They made it for their agenda. They made it for their narrative. I hope it burns because this isn't fun. This is not escapism. All right, I'm done. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, a like would be very much appreciated. And please, I invite you to subscribe to me on this channel. Subscribe to me on Odyssey. Subscribe to me on Rumble. All the same name, The Renaissance Nerd. I'm here to earn your trust and support by giving you facts and logic, because facts don't care about your fee-fees. Hit that notification button. Share my video if you like what I'm preaching. And by all means, leave a real comment. I encourage you to leave a real comment because I want to hear from you. Even if you have a different opinion, that's just fine because normal people can have different opinions and still get along. We are not stands. We are not SJWs who are cowards behind keyboards. I don't care what they think. I will never care what they think, no matter how desperately they want me to. If we ignore them, if we don't pay attention to them, they will lose whatever semblance, phantom power that they have, and they will fade away. Thank you again for watching this video. Take it easy. Howdy, y'all. The first chapter of my fantasy novel, Guardian of Innocence, is now available for free. Click the link in the description below and join me in an old-school good versus evil story where Cole Larys, a disillusioned mercenary, suddenly finds himself dropped into the middle of a destiny he never asked for as the protector of Jania Sarai, a blacksmith's daughter who may hold the answers to finally stopping a millennia-old threat to the world of Rosetta. Cole's perceptions of love, family, trust, loyalty, as well as his very beliefs in fate versus free will shall be tested as he struggles to keep Jania safe from the minions of the dreaded Zabor Tal, former champion of the gods and now ruler of the long-forgotten Yis Empire. Click the link below, enjoy the first chapter, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and help it grow so that I can bring you the full story in the near future. Thank you, and enjoy the video. Thanks for watching, everyone. I don't do Facebook. I will never do Twitter. If you want to reach out to me, email me at therednerd@gmail.com. I'm on Getter now, at TheRedNerd, the Geeks and Gamers forums under @ROAS, and you can also follow me on Odyssey at The Renaissance Nerd. Thanks again for watching. Take it easy.